I was teaching and directing around Westchester for a few years, and I had a long time thought of the idea of opening Ballet des Ameriques. It became clear to me that to focus, you have to be outside of the city. And I knew Portchester for its waterfront. I like when there's water close by. So it made more and more sense to be away from the city. So Portchester became an idealistic place. Luckily also our studios are just on the platform. You get the best of the world. You can be here, away, focusing on your work, and so being inspiring by your neighbor, you know, because the city gets too crowded, too loud to compose, to reflect, and yet you cannot be too far from it because you need to be back and forth. This particular piece started because of the music of Mario Canonge, composer from Martinique. Because he's from Martinique and the people of Martinique are very mixed due to their history. A country with a microclimate, so we have everything, a black sun, white sun, but we have something that is pretty extraordinary, is the flowers. Beautiful flowers, so many colors. It's a very colorful country, Martinique. And the music of Mario Canonge has that, it's colorful. The country is extremely beautiful, and yet there's also an history that is extremely violent and painful due to slavery. So I wanted to translate those emotions through the idea of the flowers. Those particular pieces that are choreographed of flowers and tears, I couldn't help but to see the choreography in my head. The melody, the harmony of his music, the rhythmic, the rhythm. So I went through different, what each flowers, what impression they have. For example, we have the mazuka of the hibiscus. And as a little child, I remember this beautiful flower that looks strong on the stem and yet fragile. And it's of different colors. But if you try to cut it, if you try to then put it in a vase, it doesn't last, it just dies right away. And so symbolically, it reminds me of that, like you are not to take people violently and cut them away from land, just like the hibiscus. If not, they crumble. Another piece called Pleurs de Canne, so the sugar cane. There's this whole choreography on the sugar cane. The sugar cane was definitely symbolic of plantation and slavery. Field of sugarcane, when it's the time of the flowers, it's so beautiful. It's so extraordinarily beautiful. It moves, it's white, it's above the green, it's in that blue sky. Yet, if you look behind why those fields out there, it was again connected to slavery. So I needed to put this into the music of Mario Canonge because the beauty of the country transcending pain because of the surrounding. So that's what of flowers and tear is. It's this balance all the time of painful and the fun, the pain, joy of people, the love of people, and also their surrounding. Beauty and nature can heal. So I wanted to be even more into the dance, which I think heart can heal as well. When you're in the experience of dance, it brings that universal dialogue, the universal expression. And our emotions are complex. We can only recognize it by feeling it, by living it. It doesn't matter what language we speak. We know that language. We can feel that. We can understand that language.